Hello guys, welcome to Help for Good eLearning. My name is Prashanja and I'm your Python trainer. So guys, today we have to see a project which is in core Python, bus booking application. You can say a bus reservation application or anything else. Okay. So what is the outcome of this project and why I'm making this project? So this is this project for the beginners, those who are beginner in Python, those who have just recently completed their Python course. Okay. So they have usually the doubts that how to start a project, from where we have to start the project, how to implement a concept, because when you learn a Python, you learn a lot of concepts like collection data structure, control statement, object oriented concept, and etc. So how to implement a concept, and it is also true that in a single project we cannot complete all the concept, but as much as we can try from our side, that will be a very good. Okay, now third point is that if you want, without using any database, if you want to store your data for a future purpose, for a permanently point of view, then how can you store? So definitely we will use here a CSV file, which will give you the very touch about that how can you store your data in a database. It's not a database, it's just your CSV file. Okay, and then you will learn a modularity approach. How can you make your project in modules, so that if you do a one changes in one module, in one particular module, then it does not affect the other modules, obviously. Then last point is how to produce a result in presentable format. That is also very important thing, because here we are not using any HTML, any CSS. So how to represent our data in a understandable format, obviously in terminal. Then I will explain this project in three steps. First, I will explain the execution. That means I will show you the execution part, that how the project is executing. Okay. Second, in second step, I will show you the project document, which is also very important. If you're a student, still you have to, and you must have to create at least a single document or single page document for your project. It will make you on the track, so that you can track your project, you will be in the right path. Okay. Third, in third step, I will definitely show you the coding part also, and I will explain the coding, but not in very much detail. I will show you the coding, like I will explain you the functional level, the class level logic, the control statement based logic, that I will explain. Okay, so that obviously, if you are very much beginner, if you haven't seen a Python, you have not done any single code of Python, then it's very tough to understand this code. Okay, but if you have done a Python course, you know concept, you are familiar with the code, you have done a good coding, so definitely you will understand the coding part. Okay, thank you. So let's start first part, project explanation. I will run my project from here. So as you can see here, guys, welcome to Ankush Nag Bus Travel. This is the just a title, and here we are getting a two option: admin registration and admin login. So we have to choose the option. Obviously, definitely we have. I will put a choice one. I want to do a first registration. Okay, so one, and then it's asking enter a set a username. As you can see here, guys, admin credential.csv file has been created here. So it's asking a username. I will give a very simple username like a Prashant, and it asking a password. So pra@123. This is okay, 123. This is my password. It's done. Registration successfully done. Okay, there is a drawback also here, which I have not done in this code. You can done from your side, guys, because I will provide the link of this project, complete source code of this project in description, so you can take and you can download a project from there. So definitely when you work in this project, try to fix this kind of issues which I have not done. Obviously it will be done, it is possible from my side also, because I have done this whole project in single day. So I can do, or I can add multiple features. Like here, as you can see, it should ask me, it should show me again these two choices, because what will happen exactly, again I have to run this project. This should not happen. Okay, when we start a project execution, it should go and go on. Okay, like here I have to, again I have to run my code. Okay, then definitely I have done a registration. I know my username and password, so I will go for the login. I will enter a choice two, and here I have to put a username. So Prashant is my username, and then password. So password is definitely pra@123. Okay, so as you can see here, guys, after doing a login, we have got the two options again: passenger registration and show a ticket. Definitely we have not done any registration, so how can we check a ticket, there is no ticket available, and it will create another one CSV file where we have stored passenger information. Okay, so passenger registration here. First of all, I will do a passenger registration. So definitely I will provide here choice one. Okay, so here it's asking a passenger name. Passenger name, definitely I will enter Prashant is a passenger name. Then number of passenger, I'm entering only one. You can enter number of passenger like 2 3. Okay, and here it's asking the enter a departure location, that means for from where you have to go. So definitely choice number one, that is Nagpur. And then it asking the where the destination, enter a destination location. Okay, exactly where you have to reach. So I'm entering here, for example, one. Okay, it's a Gujarat. So I have given a choice. Then it's asking the date of journey like in this format. Okay, so I'm going to enter like 27 01 2022. Okay, I have not included a lot of validation. It's very tough, and obviously I can do, but it will make my code so much complex, and it's not easy to understand for you guys. That's why I did not given any or did not put in any kind of difficult validations. Okay, but you can try in your level definitely. So and choose a seat number, max to max. You can book a 2 tickets. I have given this validation, but I have choose only one passenger, so definitely I will only select one ticket, and I want to select like 10 number. Okay, I want to book the 10 number of ticket seat. Then it asking, do you want to book one or more seat? Then enter. Okay, but I don't want to book more than one seat, so definitely I will enter only no. You can put a yes also. Then it again asking AC bus fare is 500 and non-AC bus is 300. So it shows very good way, and you can choose from here like you want to travel from a AC bus or you want to travel by the non-AC bus. Okay, that is the thing. So I can enter here one. Done. Okay, so file has not available, but or definitely before submitting a data the file was not available, but right now the file is available. As you can see here, passenger data.csv, this is the new CSV file which has been created here. And I have used this package concept, package structure. I will explain definitely in coding part. So passenger data.csv, this is the exactly CSV file where we can see our data. As if I enter here, so as you can see here, this is the data already stored inside of that. Okay, I will show you this CSV file, don't worry guys. Okay, so here my registration has been done successfully. Definitely now this is the time I want to check my ticket. Okay, if I have done a registration, my data is successfully saved in CSV file, then at any time I can check my ticket by using a ID. Okay, if I click on this, so as I can see the ID is one. Okay, but here we cannot see the column name and everything here. Okay, but I can see this is my first ID. I can do a modification in CSV file. I can put a column name so that I can verify my data or my record very clearly or efficiently. Okay, but right now we have to just see the project. So again I will run my project. Now this time I will do directly login because registration is already done. So I will choose option number 2 and enter a username. I know my username is Prashant, and it asking for password. I know my password, pra@123. And as you can see here guys, it shows you, it display you the two options. Is it has given you the two option, passenger registration and show ticket. Definitely I want to check the ticket, so I have given option 2, and it asking enter your passenger ID, registration ID, whatever you can say. Okay, so I will enter 1. If I will enter 1, you can see here your ticket is very good in presentable format. And as you can see here, Ankush Nagpur's travel, these are the static information, but I have given the Nagpur. As you remember, if you don't remember, if you're not able to remember, you can rewind this video and you can check that. We had given the option of 1 from where we have to pick a bus. Okay, departure location, destination location, this is same. Passenger ID is 1 definitely, and passenger name I had given Prashant. Number of passenger I had given as a 1. Date of booking my 27/01/2022, and seat number is 10 definitely. Bus type is AC and fare is my 500. And definitely if you choose a two passenger number of passenger, then here you will see 1000. Okay, it will do a calculation. I have done that kind of logic, I have done that kind of computation, so no worry about that. Okay, so this is a very simple and mini project, you can say. It's not a very huge project. Definitely it's give you the hint and it's give you the path that how can you start your working in core Python. Because you know guys, code is very important. If you have a very good command in code, you can go at any time for advanced, and it's help you lot and lot way to understand the advanced programming also. Okay, because logic is important. So now the first part is my done, the project explanation is done, execution is done. So as you can see here, explanation project explanation has been done, execution done. So I will, the next step is project documentation. Now project documentation is also very important guys, because project documentation, when you create a document of any project that you want to do, so it will put you on track where you can track your project in correct direction. Okay, otherwise what will happen, like if you have done one and two module and after that you realize your project is not going in proper direction, you feel that you have to recreate your project, so you had waste your time. Obviously you have learned something, but if you have a deadline to complete your project, that time it will be very worst for you. So that's why I create a document before starting a project. I'm not recommending you if you are beginner, so let's create a very professional document, but you can create a very simple document also like here. Okay, and it will give you really very important things like key functional requirement. Before starting a project, you must follow this step, as this is the simple step guys. And if possible, so you can go for the SDLC, software development lifecycle also. If you don't know about it, you can search on the Google, you can learn about it. It's a very simple methodology to how to start a software application and develop it and testing it. Okay, but I have given a very simple step also. If you don't want to follow this, if you had followed but you didn't understand it, then also I can give you very simple steps. Collect a requirement. First of all, correct your requirement. Like here I have done a bus booking application, so I have collected a requirement like a passenger info, what kind of information I have to take from a passenger side, what kind of options and authority I have to given to a admin, what kind of details, how to show that details in ticket in tickets. Okay, so that is the thing. So collect a requirement, plan according to that, analysis of for each module, like passenger, taking a passenger info. If I talk about my this project, this current project, this mini project, so here only two module. One is a passenger, we can say that end user, okay, passenger module, and another one is the admin module. So there is only two modules. So analysis about it, what kind of attributes you want to take in admin, what kind of attributes you want to take in you have to take in a passenger. Decide how to present output, that is also very important. As you can see in previous explanation, that how my ticket was showing over there. Okay, then start coding module wise. Coding module wise is very important. First, to decide in which module you have to work. Like I had started from the admin, so you can create in that way also, and test in proper way. That is very important. Once you have started your coding, if you are doing a coding in a very small level, in a unit level, like in functional level, and when you done that proper part, first test it that it does not have any compile time issue or any runtime issue. First of all, fix that bug and then go ahead. Okay, so that at last when you integrate all the modules, then it will be very easy. Okay, so this is, and as you can see here guys, functional requirement, here I have given a passenger info. And this is the structure. I have used my package concept here. So in package, I have created a package. The name of package is bus reservation. Inside of this package, I have created a 4 file, passenger info.py, which will store the passenger information, ticket show.py file, which will show the ticket. Okay, this file is responsible to display the ticket. Admin.py file is responsible to manage all the admin related activity, and main.py file is my main file. If you have a knowledge about C and C++ guys, so you know the main function over there. Okay, it is very important. Whenever we have to call, if we have created a lot of functions and a lot of things, if you want to call that function, then always we define or declare that calling function inside a main function in C and C++. But obviously in Python, we do not have this concept. But I have created a one different file, one separate file, from where I want to access all the files, all the classes. How? I will show you the code. Okay. Then I have created a 4 class. First class is passenger registration, where I have taken all passenger information. Second class name is passenger data CSV. So this class is responsible to take information from your user side, from end user, and to do a computations or calculations according to that. That means a logical part. And then this file passenger data CSV store the data in CSV file for permanently purpose for future point of view. This third class ticket show is responsible to display your ticket as per the ID wise. And fourth one is admin. Obviously I have done admin related options here. Okay, so second step also done, guys. Now the third step is coding part. I have to explain you the coding. Definitely we have to go for the coding part. And first of all, I will show you the passenger info, what I have done here. And at the end of this video, I will show you the main.py file, how I call all the classes here. Okay, so first, as you can see here, I have imported the CSV module. And if you know the module concept, then you will understand very easily. Okay, class passenger in registration, I have created a one constructor. Inside a constructor, I have declared my all data members. Okay, right now I'm talking about everything a technical part, guys. So those who are technical, those who know the Python language in a good way, they can understand my technical answer, technical language. Okay, so I have used the constructor. Inside a constructor, I have taken all the attributes. That means all the data members I have declared here. Why? Because we know the working of constructor. Okay, it initialize the memory to object. So none by default I have to provide us some value, guys, because without a value you cannot declare a variable. It's not a C and C++, because we have to provide a value here at the time of initialization, at least any default value, and these are the default value which I have given here. Okay, so you can if you are sure that you have to, like here auto increment, I have given a 1, because I am very much sure whenever I'm going to store my first record, my first registration, their ID should be 1. Okay, so I had taken here a default value 1. Then get passenger info, this is the function. Okay, in this function I have taken the passenger info, like passenger name, input, number of passenger. I have taken it and typecast it into integer and stored in number of passenger, this file, this variable, not a file. Okay, then these are the static information. Then I have shows here enter departure location name, or according to that, because you have to choose any one option. So this is the logic. DL, I have taken a one variable here is DL. You can take any meaningful name. Okay, I have taken this very simply. So enter departure location DL, and DL equal to 1, DL equal to 2. According to that, it will store the proper name of that value. Okay, then here you can see departure location is done, and then enter destination location Gujarat, Raipur, Patna, Bhopal. And again I have done here logic. I have taken an option for a choice from a user side, and as per the matching choices it will store the value. Okay, you know the control statement, and definitely you understand this logic. Okay, then here enter a date of journey. It's a very simple. I have taken this value and store directly in this ddmmyy, this variable. And I have shown this this, as you can see here, this is the print statement. This is just a seat arrangement. And before starting this video, I had given you some explanation about that. I haven't used any HTML and CSS, so that's why it's very hard to present things. Okay, but I have shows you very simple way. It's also it can also improve. You can think on that level, that how can you improve this kind of structure. Okay, now seat number, I have taken a one list where I have given this total 30 seats, like I had shows here. Similarly, as you can see here, okay, I have given a 30 list. And the booking list, this is the one empty list I have taken here. While true, the condition is true. Self dot seat number, I have taken a seat number from user side. If seat number is less than 30, because obviously if user try to book a seat number 31, 32, then it's not possible, because that level of seats are not available. So I have given here, sir, one type of validation, that seat number, whatever seat number our user are entering. Okay, like choose the seat number max to max, you can book 2 tickets. So if you're choosing, or if you're selecting your ticket, it should not be greater than the given ticket system. Like 30 is the last seat number, so you cannot book a 31 seat number, or 32 or 40 or 45. Okay, so that's why this is the validation. Okay, then inside of that seat number in seat list, and definitely I'm checking the 30, this seat number. Suppose user had entered a 10 seat number, so obviously 10 is less than 30, it will go here. And then 10 is available in seat number list, but that means in this list obviously 10 number is available here, as you can see here. So definitely self dot booking list dot append, by using append function I am going to add this seat number in this particular booking list, okay, in this particular booking list. So then I will delete that seat number from here, okay, from a seat number list, from this list. Definitely I want to remove, so that when the next user will come, when the next registration we have to do, then again that seat number 10 is should not book again, okay. Once you have booked one seat number, it should not book again. This is also one thing you can think on that level, okay. So 10 is already booked by, for example, Prashant. So when next time is Ashish is coming and Ashish want to book the same seat number, that time it should show that this book is, or this seat is already booked, okay. So that's why I'm deleting from here. This is the logic for that, and I'm calculating the length for just my point of view. And suppose the seat number is already booked, okay, then obviously seat number is not available here, condition will be false, and you will go else, ticket already booked, this message will show, and you will get another message, do you want to book a one more seat, enter yes no. If you enter yes, then y equal to yes, it will happen, then pass, this means yes will happen, then it will pass, it will skip this body, okay. And suppose if you're entering a no, then this condition will false, it will go here and break, so it will break, then directly it will come outside of your while loop, okay. And then here you can see like booking a seat number, okay. So AC bus, non-AC bus, and bus type equal to int, input select bus type. Again here, as per the your given value, it will find out the match case. If the match case is find out, then it will store the respective value, okay. So this is the logic for that. Then booking seat, and here what I have done exactly, I have created another class, passenger data CSV, which has inherited the passenger registration class, okay. We can say that here I have done a single level inheritance, okay, single level inheritance, because I don't want to use this variable, I don't want to create this variable again, I want to reuse this variable. And when I want to reuse this data member where all the values has stored, but not for the permanent point of view, it's for the temporary, and I have to store all the values permanently in my CSV file. So that's why I have created another class, passenger data CSV, where I will store all, I will write the logic related to storing a data, okay. So I have inherited this file. Then this is the first function, data def save info, and here with open passenger data dot CSV file is already created here, okay. As you can see, read mode, I'm opening in read write mode, new line as f is the pointer variable, or we can say that object. So CSV reader, by using this I have readed this object, okay. Then list, I have taken all the data and converted into list in data, and I have put it in this data in variable. And this is the logic for checking all the data inside of this data variable, okay. And I'm incrementing that auto increment variable by 1, okay. Now this is for if the data is already available. Data is not available, then definitely it will go in the, I have used the try except finally, okay. If the file is not available, then it will go in the except block. If file is available, then it's good. But finally block, inside a final block I have write down passenger data dot CSV, and for storing a permanent data, okay. So in as you can see here, again I have opened a file, but in append mode, but the means write read mode, okay. And w dot write row, here self dot auto increment, self dot passenger name, all that variable which I had taken here, and I have taken a value from a user side, I have taken here for storing, okay. So this is the logic for storing a data in CSV file, you should know it, okay. And then here this file is responsible to take a data from a user side, from a end user, and for performing a calculations, for performing all the logics related to that, for related to booking a seat, okay. And then for storing a data permanently, this is done, okay. Now next is ticket show. Ticket show is basically, as you can see here, I have imported from passenger info, because all the detail are available in passenger info, I want to use that variable. So I have imported that module here, and this is the ticket show, this is the method. And I have taken again one variable, because you can't directly take a data from a CSV file and directly you can present here. It's not possible. It's not a database. Okay, so first of all, when you want to show your data which is available, which is stored in your CSV file, and you want to show here, so first of all you have to retrieve your data from the CSV file, and you have to store all the data in any list. Once you have stored all the data in any list, then from list, as you know, if you have done a lot of operation in list, how to if you know the slicing operation and all the things, then it's very easy. So I have taken one list BLN, and this logic is responsible because obviously I'm asking a user to enter your booking ID. If user entering their booking ID in ID variable, so I have used this loop. And the nested for loop, this is a very important concept. You know that nested for loop is very important, because when you have to deal with the two-dimensional data structure, two-dimensional values like row and column based values, then you have to go for the nested for loop. That is very important. Okay, so the user given ID and the ID which is stored in my file, in CSV file. Okay, so that will match, then definitely it go inside here, and j in I bln dot append, and this will add here. Okay, in bln this list. And once I have retrieved my record successfully, then I can show here. This is the slicing operation, nothing but difficult thing. If you know the slicing operation in list, then you can do these things. Okay, and rest there are so many part I have done here static. You can do a dynamic also. I have done it static. Okay, this header part, if you see, this is the static part. Okay, it is I have write down here in double quoted box. Okay, so this is the ticket show page. Then admin is also similar here. Like I had taken one class admin, and inside of admin class I have a one constructor. Inside a constructor I have taken a two variable, username and password. I have set the default value none. And admin registration, this is another function. Inside of that function I have taken a file admin credential.csv, and I have opened this in write mode because I have to store a data. That's why I have open this file in write mode. Okay, so write mode is responsible to create a file also. As you know that if you know the file handling concept in Python, you know these things. Okay, that's why before starting this video I mentioned that you should know the Python language. You should have a good knowledge about the Python, about the concept file handling, object oriented, then you can understand this code. Okay, because I'm doing a code in core, and it's really tough because you have to write everything in a hard code. Okay, that is thing. So CSV.writer is responsible to return writer object of CSV file, and we got that object in W. Then I have taken one value from username and password and stored in this variable. Then write row is responsible to save this data in CSV file. Okay, so this is that. Then admin login, this is another function where I have to perform a read and write, both of the things. And I have told you that you cannot perform direct operation with the file. So if you want to match the data, if you want to work with the data which is stored in your CSV file, first of all, read that data, retrieve that data from your CSV file, and then you can perform all the operations. So I have opened this file in write and read mode. Read and write mode. So first it is also responsible to read a data from a file. I have created a reader object, CSV file reader object R, and I have typecasted in list and stored in data. Then by using append function, we can store in active in this particular list, and then I can perform the match operation. Okay, so this is the username. This is the username which user have entered the username and password, and string action list. This is the list where I have retrieved my data from a CSV file. Okay, so it will match that data. Then done. Okay, then last file is main.py file. Main.py file is responsible because I don't want to write my code a very complex way. I want to call all the files from one location. So main.py file I've created. I have imported all the files here, and then one created one global variable ch. This is a static part. I have created one function start. Inside of this I have, if you remember, when we run our project, we got a first two option, that is admin registration and admin login. Okay, and what I have did exactly, I have created the object of admin, and this admin class is basically in this file. But how can I access this class? How can I access this class and method and variables from this class to from this file to this file? Because obviously we have imported all the file here. I have used the concept of modules. Okay, so I have created an object, and then again, after creating an object, I have asked for the choose a correct option. So in ch variable we will receive the correct option from a user side, and then ch equal to 1. If ch equal to 1, then by using this object I'm calling a admin registration function. And if you see, this is the admin registration function. Okay, then if I have done a registration, definitely I want to call for the login. And you have seen that in previous explanation, like how can I how I was accessing the options. Okay, if you want to see, so you can rewind this video, you can watch again that options. Okay, so ch equal to 2, then I have used this object, admin object, and I call the admin login function. So I can call it. Okay, I have used the concept of modular concept in Python, so I have used in very efficient way here. Okay, then after this option, so inside of this if, I have write down another if for passenger registration and show a ticket. So if user entering a 1, so obviously this condition will true, and I have created here the object of passenger data csv. If you see, so if you want to see these things, as you can see here, passenger registration, this is the class, and below here passenger data csv. Okay, so here is the option, guys. Sorry, here. Okay, so I have you, first of all I've created the object of passenger data csv, and pd object dot get passenger info I can call. Why? This is not a member function of this class, as you can see here, guys. Here, so passenger info, this is not a data member, or sorry, member function of csv class passenger data csv. This is the member function of passenger registration. But how can I access this function also? Because here in below we had performed a single level inheritance, so I can create, obviously you know that, guys, if you have implemented a single level inheritance, then you have to create an object of child class. So by using a child class object, you can access the parent class data member and member function also, and plus child class member function also. So that's why I have created the object of this child class. Okay, and then I called first get passenger info. By this function I have taken all the value, all the resources from a user side, from end user, and then I had called a save info function. Save info function is here. Okay, if you see here, so yeah, save info function. So here we are saving all the data in permanently, and then it's done. If user have choose the option number 2, then definitely we are responsible to create an object of ticket show class, as here ticket show class. Okay, and I will call this method ticket show method. So ticket show method I call, and I can see my ticket. Okay, so this is little bit, we can say that, a complex level coding. And first of all I will show you the structure of this code. Okay, D drive, bus travel. Inside of that, as you can see, all the file are there, and this is the passenger data csv. Okay, this record is permanently, this is your auto id. I had not given a column name. You can take a column name by the coding also, by manually also. Okay, you can do that. And this is the admin credential. Okay, so this is the, guys, exactly we can see code, and you can follow this code, guys. I have provided the link of this code in below description. You can download this code, you can work on it, and you can fix a lot of things which is missing here, and you can understand in your level also. Okay, because this is not a very much and very big project. It's a small project. I have done a lot of hard code also here, and you can do a soft code. You can think on that level, how can you replace my code, how can you replace my logic, and you can do a very simple code in that scenario also. Okay, that you can think. But in core level, if you're starting, if you're beginner level, you can do a code, if possible hard, so you can also make a hard logic. It's a good for you also. Okay, and if you have any suggestions, you can put your suggestion in comment box also, guys. Definitely I will work on it, and next time I will try to overcome those things. Okay, thank you. Bye bye, guys.